From Hamilton Radio Studios, from 206 to the 609 and beyond, it's WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday, with your clothes on. Now, the 2023 nominee for Best Female Podcast Host, Tracy Brannigan.
That's the Jesus bit?
I don't know what it is.
Hello.
Not anymore. Good evening. Welcome to WTF with Tracy and Friends. I'm Tracy Brannigan with Jason Marinko, and today is Wednesday, April 17th. Welcome back, Little Effers. And a special shout out to Ron Smith in Virginia, Minnesota. What's up, Ron? Thanks for tuning in every week. We love you, appreciate you. Thank you. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, share. Guys, do all the things. Help us make the algorithm.
And like the video, please. You already watched it.
Do all the things.
You
Like,
could
share,
just
comment.
like it.
So what's up?
Oh, me?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I'm just happy it's another WTF Wednesday here, and just excited to start a new show. You and I have pretty good shows, I think.
Glad to be back. Thank you for holding down the fort last week. You did great.
Thanks to the assistance of super producer Ruben Rodriguez.
Super
If I didn't have Ruben to guide me,
Rodriguez. Can we
15
sing?
minutes into the show, I was done talking about my three main topics.
There he is, super producer.
Show the Ruben. Thank you, Ruben.
I did listen in.
Thank you for trusting me. I appreciate that.
I did listen in. It was mayhem where I was, so I missed a lot of it, but I saw what I could. Wait a minute, this tripod's falling here. All right. It was a great show, and I want to know, are you going to be ready for your own podcast soon?
Just what you and I discussed.
Is it not officially official?
Is something in a monthly capacity, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I
You
did.
killed it. I think you should do it.
I appreciate your confidence in me. I do. Thank you.
Amazing. It was great. Let's quickly recap, though. Like what you did, WrestleMania.
Eclipse. People that are sick of the eclipse.
I was calling it the Apoca eclipse because people were acting like it's the end of the world.
A lot of strange events after the eclipse.
Did you watch the eclipse?
No, I was at work.
Like most of us were. My family, all of a sudden, they got eclipse fever like the day before. And then they wanted the glasses. Now, it was impossible to find these damn glasses the day before.
I love that eclipse fever right before.
I'm like, what the hell are you going to see? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Sorry about the microphone, Ruben. This is a longer thermos than I usually have. I didn't gauge.
You okay, Jason?
I didn't gauge the sipping radius for that. I just clunked. I walked into a garage door with my head the other morning. I'm a little off balance.
You all right?
Yeah, it
I hate
was
it when
going
that
a little
happens.
slow, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready, and just hit my head in it. But eclipse fever.
Eclipse fever. Everybody was all into this eclipse, and I said, "All right, guys." So my brother had extra glasses, so we went there. We got some glasses from him. My sister came over. She brought my nephew. Like it was a whole thing on our front lawn, and then it was cloudy, and you couldn't see anything.
So even if I was outside, I wouldn't have been
You
able
didn't see
to.
a thing, not a blessed thing. It was just so uneventful, anticlimactic, and
Did it get kind of dark? Because the last one,
no.
I was cutting my grass, and when I was cutting my grass, it got like Ghostbusters dark, which was
Did it?
You knew there was something of the unusual. It was that much darker for maybe a few minutes.
No, because we were not in the path of totality.
No,
Right?
you never heard
The
somebody say
path of-
totality so
So many
much.
times,
You
I know.
totality fuckers, you. We want to see it in
path of totality.
totality.
I'll tell you, it did not really. I mean, it was cloudy. It was like an overcast day. It really did not get dark at
It
all.
was a Monday. We should point
I
out too.
know. Like I had
People
such
are
a busy day.
pissed.
I don't have time for an eclipse. People. I just did not have time for it. I had to go into Princeton, not realizing it was a whole event there. Like Battlefield Park in Princeton. I had to drive through that. Both sides of it mobbed. With people viewing the event.
Is that on the way into Nassau Street, the
Yes.
long street? That's what
Yes.
that's called, Battlefield. I never knew that.
And then
Great
once
open
I got
space.
into town, Palmer Square, thousands of people gathered in Palmer Square for this event. And I'm just like, trying not to hit a pedestrian. Just to
Isn't
get
it
to my
terrifying, though?
destination.
All kidding aside,
Oh, yeah.
you could hit a guy in Princeton.
They don't give.
You could sneeze
flip.
and hit a guy. It is. I have driven through terrifying. I've driven through streets or been in areas so bad that I don't even know I'm holding my breath until I get out of the situation.
Yeah.
But I would go to a monthly Shakespeare group in Princeton, and crazy weeknight traffic around 7:30 in the week. Loved it. The Shakespeare Community Reading Group. And it was at McCarter, and we'd just read Shakespeare. And that would be like the high anxiety moment coming down Nassau Street in the dark. Who's coming out between these parked cars?
They don't care.
No.
They just dart out.
Like New Yorkers, where New Yorkers feel like they're the cars.
Yeah.
They're the cars in the street, not the
Yeah.
cars.
Even the people on bicycles, like it's lawless. And everybody's on their phone. Nobody's looking. They are like this, walking like this, and they will just walk out in traffic. Oh, the best was the lady with the baby carriage. I mean, the baby carriage is in front, right out in the traffic.
Not even at a crosswalk.
It was a crosswalk. However, she didn't even yield, stop, slow down, nothing.
She had the right of way.
She wheeled that infant right into the line of traffic. Like, what kind of mother does that? I don't know.
A confident one, I suppose.
It's wild there, but yeah, I just.
So you
very
encountered
dangerous.
totality mayhem in Princeton at the same
it was
time.
Just mayhem. For what? You couldn't even see it. Anyway.
People don't have much in life, Tracy. Being human is very hard. So if the sun gets covered up, once in a while they're going to get a little excited. I joked with my friend about this. He on Facebook. He was like, "I don't give a damn about the eclipse," and the responses were tremendous. I talked
were
about
they?
it last
That
week.
was like
Yeah,
me.
People need to shut up and go to work.
That was me.
It's like,
That was me.
you were an eclipse hater, huh?
I hate everything. I hate everything. Oh my God, I'm the biggest hater.
You see the thing of Grandpa Simpson that they showed? Old man yells at cloud when he's in the newspaper. That's what they're showing. I said, I don't know. It was a busy Monday. I have too much to do to be mad at the sky.
Exactly. But apparently in other locations it was much more dramatic. Like Haley lived in New Hampshire. They were in the path of totality, and it did get dark and very silent for a few minutes. All the animals scattered back, into the woods. Like she said, it was really like creepy for a few minutes.
So the animals, they go away from, they don't want to be in open paths. They want to go in the woods when it happens.
They thought it was nighttime. They went to, like they were confused, I guess.
Damn, that
know?
eclipse messing with the animals, too.
I know. But we survived an earthquake. I didn't see you since that.
That's right. I have not heard your
survived.
earthquake experience.
The major quake. I mean, I thought a helicopter was falling out of the sky. There was a big helicopter going overhead at the same time. And Jen and I lived near each other, and we both thought that the helicopter was going to crash.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, just because of the shaking and the sound. Like, did you hear it?
I didn't talk about it last week, so I'll
you
give
didn't?
this
Okay.
real quick because it's pretty.
Yeah, what's
it's
your
freaking
story?
funny, actually. All right, I live in the country where I live, but I'm at work around here. So I'm in the stock room where I work, and I'm doing inventory or something, loading stock, and I'm between. We have vaulted doors, so for me to get in the aisle, I have to unhinge something, roll this back like a cylinder, go in there. And one of my predecessors would always say, "Don't forget to lock this thing. It'll roll back and it'll crush you with this whole aisle." And I've been there almost 20 years. It's never happened that it rolled back. But just hearing that man's voice always locked the aisle. I get in the aisle, and like I said, it's a kind of steel all around you vaulted room. And I felt like, and I used to live by the train station over here, by a train. A train would come from Trenton to Hamilton, and it felt like that. And we got about a 600-pound desk that is like an old school desk. You could tell this thing has never been moved. It's like two of these desks together. It's cast, like it's all iron. And I felt the metal desk move, and I went, all right, so some shit's happening. Now, the last time we felt the building shake, it was because the president was here in Trenton, and they, just to give you an idea of how much territory they square off, I'm over Mercerville, Lawrence area. They have the helicopters just patrolling everything in the vicinity.
Yeah.
And that's the last time like the building shook. So, it stops. I press play. I keep listening to Bill Burr, and Michelle calls me from the house in the country. She's like, Jason, are you okay? I'm like, oh, that was the shaking. It was an earthquake, Jason. It was a 4.8. I said, are you okay? No. She said, she's like, we're on the second floor. My uncle thought the roof came off the building, off the house.
Oh, my
She said the
God.
cats came out, and normally when they get scared, they run into the master bedroom. Speedy and Selena came, they run out, and she said they ran into the bedroom. All of her perfume bottles were rattling on the glass case. Like everything, all her jewelry was shaking
Yeah.
the wall. And she said they ran out like, fuck this, and they ran into the guest bedroom. And so then I got home, and I had to have her like do a reenactment of it. And she's like, I thought the floor was dropping out. She said, so I grabbed the counter in the kitchen, and I just went, oh, God, no. So I said,
Michelle,
so
God,
you
no.
were like the bad guy in Die Hard when he was pretending to be an American. Oh, God, no. You're one of them. You're one of them. Oh, God, no. Don't sink me to the second floor.
Michelle,
I
that's
didn't
amazing.
even think. I'm petrified. I call my mom's house because I'm thinking, oh, my God, Michelle's in the country. I'm thinking maybe some ground split open. Maybe we've got some tremors. Maybe there's some open streets.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm just by myself in this room.
Yeah.
So that was my eclipse experience, the earthquake experience, and directly. And she's like, it's not funny. She was very upset that I was laughing when I came home, but she thought she was going. And then her uncle said, at that point when you're standing there holding the counter, the door was right there. You could have just walked out.
The door. I know. Well, girl, you survived. You're a survivor.
We're gonna
made
get you
it.
a shirt made. I survived the tri-state earthquake of 2024.
I love the videos of
The first
people,
one.
like their Ring cameras, and everybody runs outside, and they're like, "It's a major earthquake." I mean, California's just laughing at us right now.
I
It's
talked
just
about
not
that,
major.
how bitchy they were about it and everything, and that's what I said. That's why we don't like you. You just
Well, we laugh at them when they get rain, and they're like, "It's a torrential downpour."
yeah, remember that movie, The Father of the Bride, the big
Yes.
moment. Oh, it snowed in
Yes.
Southern California. Whoop-de-doo.
That's right.
George Banks.
But we survived. We made it. And it did get me thinking.
We survived that one, Tracy.
Well, who knows what's going to happen now? Did you see there's that fault line?
It's
that
a
goes
big
through New
fault line.
Jersey?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did see that.
And now, even more so, there's a fault line that was directly on the path of totality of the eclipse. That's a known fault line.
Okay,
The
you're saying
exact
these
path
events
that it
are
went over?
are these events connected? You're
They
saying?
could be. I don't know. Allegedly, some conspiracy theorists, I can't say it.
So they
You
say
know
there
what
is
I
a
mean,
connection.
and that's what they say. But who knows?
I don't know. Well, one earthquake's enough for us here on the East Coast. You keep them out there.
Well, do you remember the one a few years ago?
That one was not as long as this.
Right.
This
This
one
was
was like
intense,
you're
much
rocking
more
around a
intense.
little. That one was like bam.
Right. And you're like, oh, what was that? I knew it was an earthquake. After the helicopter didn't crash, I was like, oh, this is an earthquake. And then it stops. I didn't even think to go outside, but I guess that's what you're supposed to do.
You're looking at the helicopter. You're inside. You're rocking around, and you're saying that's crazy because it's perspective. You're looking at the helicopter, thinking that's what's moving around.
I didn't see it at first. I heard the helicopter, then I felt the shaking, and the helicopter was getting closer and closer and closer. And I was like, oh my God, this helicopter is going to fall out of the sky. So, I ran to go look at the helicopter, and I was like, oh no, it's fine.
What was
Oh,
shaking?
this is an earthquake.
You knew.
Yes.
You
because
did
I
know.
was home at the same place at the last earthquake. This one was much more intense. And this one, the scariest thing was the sound, the rumbling.
Did anything? Our mirrors fell off the wall.
They
Did anything?
did?
Yeah. That's what made the cats run in the first place.
No
Yeah,
way.
the mirror fell. Yeah.
No, nothing.
Didn't break. No bad luck.
Glasses, were shaking, but like nothing broke.
Just some rattling and everything.
Yeah.
Well, you probably, when you hang your pictures, you've probably find a proper wall stud. Not like some folks that just go willy-nilly.
I never. Who
It's canvas.
hangs a picture on a wall stud? The wall
Oh,
stud
boy.
is never where you want the picture to be.
Well, it
like,
never
I'm gonna
is
hang
it?
it off center because the stud's there. No, They make shit that you can anchor them in to the drywall.
Mm-hmm.
You can't always hang a picture on the stud, and that's
It's
ridiculous.
canvas, Jay. It'll be fine with a nail. Yeah, till the earthquake happens again.
Is the canvas okay?
Canvas is fine. It's light, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it's still not anchored to anything.
Well, I'm with Michelle. It doesn't need to be. It's canvas.
You made someone happy tonight. Very happy.
I just speak the truth.
Got the stud finder too.
Who
you know,
can
with
live
the battery.
by that? You gotta hang the picture where the stud is. For the stud's never in the right place. That goes for every facet of
You
life.
got so many inches of
Stud
wall
is
with
never
so many
in the right
studs.
place. Never.
You're just not buying the right size pictures. That's your problems.
Anyway, we
What-
survived, but it did make me think. If there was a big to do, would there be shortages of things? And it made me think of the question of the day: what are things that you cannot live without?
If I might for a moment.
You may.
I work with someone who went full-blown eclipse crazy, and he took it to Vermont. And he said, and this was from his personal experience, took a few hours to get there, took 10 to 12 hours to get back. And this is what Jeff from work says. Jeff says, if the shit ever hit the fan, like we see in the disaster movies or whatever it might be,
When the shit hits the fan.
when you sound like you're looking forward to it. So,
I am not.
so in the situation where the shit would hit the fan, he said this experience alone, trying to return home from the eclipse, let him know there would be no possible way you could safely take a highway out of a city or a state to another place.
Absolutely
He-
not.
Yeah, he said people were losing their minds just wanting to get home. Think about in a state of emergency.
Correct.
And that's pretty frightening because that eliminates all your major ways of travel in and out of places. He said people were practically running into each other. People are turning around, trying to get up dividers. It took these people 12 hours to get home in what was a 2-hour ride. And that is something else.
I know. And they were saying, like, a lot of people had the foresight to pack snacks and food and, extra things because they knew that they were going to be, once they were in it, they were going to be in it and not be able to get out. What was that show that was just on Netflix, that movie? Did you see it about?
Leave the world behind.
Yeah. Did we talk about this?
Last week I talked about Civil War, which is a similar kind of movie that came out Friday that performed very well at the box office, exceeded expectations. Leave the World Behind is also along a similar,
So disturbing.
I didn't watch it.
I couldn't finish watching it. It was so disturbing to me.
You couldn't even
Yeah,
do
and I don't get usually rattled like that.
it. You
but
watched The Centipede. You made it through The Centipede. I believe
I
you.
don't know how, but maybe that's why I was like, I can't get this hour of my life back. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I couldn't watch it. It was really
Goofy.
upsetting.
I heard Julia Roberts dancing to like an R&B song was very upsetting.
No, just like the whole concept of it. Like, shit, that could really happen. All the electronics and everything that we depend on. All right, everything is electronic now. The airplanes couldn't navigate, so they all fell out of the sky. That's
Why?
scary.
Who took the regular driving out of the plane? You know, I mean,
The regular
oh, you got a
driving.
thing there. Like, when did they like, we're just putting this wheel here for show or
The
for gentle
regular-
steering?
It's all on autopilot.
I mean, but we have to be prepared for an EMP attack, which I believe is what happens when that plane falls in the ocean, right? It's an EMP blast that shorts it out.
I think they never. I didn't see the whole thing, but what I surmise is that the ending was kind of not wrapped up. It was left open, but I guess you can
Oh, it had
assume.
it had a lazy ending. I hate lazy
Apparently,
endings.
I didn't watch it, but yeah, a lazy ending. Yeah, I like that term.
Horror's been doing it a lot lately. Lazy endings, unacceptable.
Unacceptable. But I mean, that's what it was. But yeah, that was just disturbing.
I'm gonna have to look at it just for the sake of how many people have told me to look at it, because there are things. I watched this whole program where sometimes, often, things that happen in the movies happen later in life, and just to give you one on this, and this depends on how conspiracy you feel about this particular thing. If you were to watch the 1999 film The Matrix, and you get to the scene where Keanu Reeves' character Neo is being interrogated by Smith, the agents, pause it on the moment when Neo's passport is in sight, when they're looking at Mr. Anderson's passport. And at the top of the passport, it will say 09112001.
No way.
The Matrix is made in 1999. Creepy coincidence? Probably. But there's a lot of these things that happen. And if you subscribe to this network called Gaia, they have many things where they talk about these. And my good buddy Fishman, who talks about esoteric meanings, and he says, he said, I don't care if you don't have any interest in the filmmakers of that movie. He said, you need to watch that, because he says they're putting it in your face, the shit
What do
that
they
they're
call
trying
that?
to do.
Like something programming. Fishman, what is that called? We need Fishman on the show. I love a conspiracy theory. Oh, I love a good
But in his
conspiracy
case, it ain't even conspiracies; it's realities, because he really knows to the tilt what this
theory.
is.
There's a word for it, like predictive programming or something. I can't remember what it is, but yeah.
Now I feel. I'm listening to Bill Burr today, and he's trying to think. He's like, "What are those kids that don't get none, and then they shoot up a shopping mall? What are they called?" And I'm going, "Incel, Bill, incel, the whole time." And now you've thrown something at me that I can't think of the word.
Sorry, I can never think of the word. It's a bad, I don't know, habit. I don't know. You're looking it up.
No, I have a message about screw the wall stud that I'm not going to elaborate further on.
No, please elaborate.
So it says, yes, Tracy's right, screw the wall stud.
That's right.
Yeah, because you are just sheetrock experts. Okay.
There are tools. It is 2024. There are things made that you can hang a picture anywhere the hell you want it, and you don't need to rely on the stud. It's never in the right place.
You just thought a helicopter was falling out of the sky, and you're thinking your walls are reliable? But please, you were saying the essentials.
It made me think,
yes.
there are some things that I can't live without, like that I don't go anywhere without. What are the things that you don't leave the house without?
I have an overbite, and I become quite parched often. So for these reasons, I like to use Altoids Arctic Wintergreen Mints. Altoids never lets me down, whether I'm parched or not, and I am always ready to give a smooth delivery.
Is that a new design of Altoids container?
Now available in slim packaging, so it doesn't mess
Yeah.
up your pockets with your lighter and cigarettes.
It used to be like the Sucrets. Remember the Sucrets?
Now, the way they package them, right? Shouldn't I be able to have more? It's like, I'm on a roll here. I'm taking them. It's like they're candy. The nice cough drops in the foil that you pop out. Those were the best tasting cough drops. Those were good.
We had Sucrets, and then my mom would repurpose those little containers. We had Sucrets containers with pins in it,
Of course, you're not going to throw out this.
Random screws. It's a perfectly good metal tin.
Yeah, I get the flat, crummy tin, and I reload this sucker because they don't have these everywhere. You got to go to your sandwich delis and stuff. Wawa's not packing the slim Altoid. So yes,
Wawa,
I got to
get it
have the
together.
Altoids, and I actually posted the picture. I had to reorganize my wallet and stab myself in the finger and could not figure out what happened, and forgot I always keep a razor in my wallet.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Don't let yourself get taken to the second location. You might have to cut tape.
That's a really
Sometimes,
good idea.
you can't rely on just your teeth and your nails for everything. Sometimes you're going to need a sharp edge, and you're going to have to do some cutting. So I keep the razor. Again,
You're not wrong.
It
It's-
backfired because I forgot it was in there. I was like, "What is this in it?" Ow! Yes, stabbed myself right in the middle finger. But good to have a razor, and I always have a lighter, but I don't always use my gas Zippo lighter. I have another one. It's like in the fifth pocket of my jeans. That lighter. That's like for having to burn stuff.
In the fifth pocket?
Well, this the
The little baby pocket?
that's what it's for.
Do all of your jeans have a fifth pocket?
Yeah.
I don't even. I have to check. I got to check all my jeans now. I don't know.
You would maybe check for a moment. I'm like, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Fifth pocket? Okay.
Yes. What else could you fit in that pocket besides the lighter? It's for the lighter, that pocket.
That's why I don't. Do I even have a fifth pocket on my jeans? I'm not sure that I do.
Sometimes they trick women. They make you think there's a pocket, and there's
And
just
there's
not.
no pockets.
It's theatricality and deception at its finest.
It is, and it's a big reason why I lose my phone all the time because I don't always have a pocket.
Trick pockets in women's clothes, yes.
Yeah, the worst. It really is.
So that's, mints, lighters, something to cut stuff with, and cigarettes, of course. But I don't always have them. I'll always have the razor.
Some of the fans, the little effers, said, let's see, who I wrote it down. I don't know where it is, but I happen to remember a phone charger. That is one thing I never have. A phone charger. My phone is always almost dead, and I am for certain on dead E on my gas tank.
We went dead on the Tic Tac Live.
We did.
Yes, we needed
many
reinforcements
times.
for Ruben.
I am,
We gas your bed?
oh, the worst. The worst.
You just like to fill it up all at once, though.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
You ever run out of gas?
No, unbelievable. I can't believe that I've never run out of gas, but every time Bob gets in my car, I'm like, oh,
He's going to check because he knows you're bad at it.
yeah.
He like lean over and be like, "What are you doing? You need gas
Oh,
first."
He gets so mad. He gets so mad. Like if I know he's
Are
gonna
you
be
doing
in-
it on
if I
purpose,
know he's gonna-
subconsciously?
No, if I know he's going to be in the car, I will fill it up so I don't have to hear it. But sometimes he'll just take my car.
Do you get the fuel light or the warning? Or do you just, because newer cars, you could just calculate the gallon, how many miles you have left?
Correct.
That makes you wait even longer now.
I've been on just dots.
We went from a dial to a pellet system. So women are just looking at these pellets and going like, I have 2 bars of, they're looking at it like the phone charger, really. The gas is the battery, and you're going, I got a dot left. I don't need to fill.
I did really try to start not letting it go under a quarter of a tank. I had multiple lectures about how bad it is for the engine. So I said, you know what? Let me try to be a better person and keep a quarter, not go below a quarter of a tank. But there's some times when I forget. I'm busy.
You roll until the wheels fall off. You are. You're just like.
Absolutely. Wait, I'm gonna admit, I'm gonna put this out there. Yesterday, I was down to 2 miles, 2-mile range left. And I was like, I'm gonna run out of gas. I thought I was going to.
You did think you were going to.
I did. I was actually a little nervous yesterday, but I did make it to the gas station.
It's
Like
look,
2 miles left.
and I will say this is one thing I think as New Jerseyans, we're a little spoiled with this, right? Mm-hmm. Think about all these fuckers in these other states. Fuckers listening to the show,
away.
not mentioned, of course. Yous are good fuckers, but
The little fuckers.
Yeah. These are good fuckers.
little effers.
But the fuckers in the other states, they're like, gotta go in. You might as well get something to drink. You gotta go in. You gotta talk to a guy. I'm on pump 14. It's like a whole thing. For us, it's like getting a fucking cheeseburger at McDonald's. You pull up, the guy comes out. What do you want? Here, bam, bam. It's easy. So why don't we do it more often? Why are we? Because I'm not an often gasser myself. I'm like, all right, it's getting ridiculous now. We're getting a little low. But I don't know why I'm apprehensive to get gas if it's a half tank. I gotta fill it up. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Is
wait
it 'cause
till
it's
it's
so-
empty and then I just
Is it
fill
because
up.
it's so easy to just pull
I
up
don't
anywhere and
know.
they're just
I don't
ready
know
and
what
willing?
It is. I need to
It's
work
timing.
On that.
It's
I need
timing.
to-
You want to
I need to
get
work on
gas
this.
when no one else is there. You don't want to be.
And then do you always go to the same gas station?
All right.
I do. I go to my regular spot.
You got a
I
spot
got my
in the
spot.
gas station?
I go to the same gas station every time.
I go to most of the same spots. But this is what I start noticing about these spots. I don't know if the companies are getting cheap.
Yeah.
We got 6 to 8 gas things, and that orange cone is everywhere, isn't it? They don't want to offer up all the gas lanes because the guy will have to go.
How many people are working? He's running here, there, all
I
over
didn't
the
tell
place.
them to build all them booths. If you knew you were gonna hey, all right, let me rephrase.
Mm-hmm.
When are all the man booths filled up and all the orange cones put away?
See, that's why
Easter weekend.
You've got to go to a small family-owned gas station, and that's your regular spot. And then there's never a thing closed, and they know who you are, and they're like, "Hey, Jason."
So
how
you do
doing?"
go to a family-owned gas station.
Absolutely, I do.
You want to shout out your gas station?
Lakeside Shell. Shout out to Lakeside Shell.
Off
Hi,
Arena?
guys. Yeah.
Oh, a mainstay for many years
That
in
is
the
my-
area.
I don't get gas
That's a
anywhere
goodie.
else.
Gets you right to the
I
highway.
go
Yeah,
right
no,
there
it's a
all
good
the
one.
time. What's up, guys?
There you go. So that's
Love it there. Yeah.
So they're probably saying, "Why don't you come see us more often and stay there, keep it full?"
I don't know. Yeah. Why don't I? I don't know. I really do need to work on that and not let it get below, because when the shit hits the fan, I'm not going to be able to fill up.
Yes, and apparently, from what I'm saying before, you ain't going to be able to take the highway nowhere.
You just you have a bunker at home. I've started becoming a little bit of a prepper. A little
You
Tuesday
got
prepper.
You got to watch the show, Tracy. It just came on last week. It's called Fallout. It's based on the video games. I've hardly played the games, but I just didn't have time to get into them.
What's it on?
It's on Amazon Prime, and it's fucking amazing.
Okay.
It is gross. It is fun. It is scary. It is everything. And this girl, I'm just give you it. Let's say in the 1950s, they actually had the nuclear war. In Fallout, the idea is that many people built vaults. They sold these rich families these vaulted communities. So they have the nukes, and it's like 219 years after. So there's people that are still underground with, like, Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser, the movie where his parents put him in the bunker and he grew up and he's like still listening to 50s music and everything. And this girl has this reason she has to go to the surface to find her father, and they've never been out of the vaults. And there's all communities and everything's crazy above, and it's a hell of a show. Fallout on Amazon Prime. It's streaming now. I think I watched 4 episodes and I'm hooked.
Okay.
So
Say less, I
this
want
is
it.
that post-apocalyptic wasteland that you're always wondering about. This
Yeah.
is it to look at it. This will show you, and giant fucking cockroaches,
Ew.
as big as that tripod, maybe bigger.
Oh, jeez.
Huge cockroaches. You have to fight them to the death.
All.
And you know what they
End
said?
of the world. We got to worry about
They
giant cockroaches.
they said, people used to joke that at the end of the world the cockroaches will be the only thing living, but they've not
not
only
wrong.
they've gotten better as they've gone.
They're not wrong.
But that's everyone's in bunkers that is from, and they've maintained civilization.
All right. Well, I'm going to give that a watch. That sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, they're awesome.
But we do need to get Fishman on here. I want to go into some conspiracy theories. I love all that stuff.
Fishman,
Fishman,
thank you
let's
for
get you
watching, and
booked
the
for
lovely
the
Michelle. Whenever you get a free Wednesday, we're all ears.
We are.
But I gotta warn you, Fishman ain't gonna want to talk about Taylor Swift or not. And I'm a little more into the entertainment scene. Than
That's
he's gonna be like,
okay.
fuck that. No, this is what they do. Let me tell you what they do.
Yeah, love it. I want to hear what do you think is the biggest scam? Wait, we're going to get into that in a minute too. But
I'm just thinking when he watches this, he's gonna be like this. He's gonna be calling things
yes,
out.
yes, Fishman, bring it.
Yep.
But all right, back to the topic with things you can't live without. We've got phone charger, coffee was a big one. Yeah, I don't even know where my phone is half the time.
We got lip gloss and hand lotion from the Peanut Gallery.
Yes, like a girl can't be without her lip gloss. Mine is my lip gloss and my cinnamon gum. It's got to be the brand Pure cinnamon gum. It's got to be cinnamon. And yeah.
Now
my
I
lip
saw the
gloss.
picture of this gum. It comes in a bountiful 50 packs. You're getting it.
Comes in a bag.
You
yeah.
get a bulk.
I buy a thing on Amazon with like 20 packs. I always have it. I have it in every bag. It's in the drawers in my kitchen. I just don't leave home without it. You can ask any one of my friends when we go out. I always have the gum.
We have a message on the live stream from Bob who says we live within walking distance of a gas station.
Too. So if I run out, I can walk.
Oh, okay. It says maybe that's why you refuse. Maybe you're just like, I could always just go there. There he is.
Oh, damn, he heard me about the 2 miles. Ugh.
And Dana Lane says, leave the world behind freaked her out. You should
too,
watch
Dana.
the end of it, though, Trace. She says you should finish that one out.
I should, Dave?
Yes.
I should watch the end of it? All right. I don't know. Just tell me about it. We'll have drinks. You can just tell me about it. How about that? We'll meet happy hour. Because it was really disturbing, and I don't think I could rewatch it.
I'm still humored at Bob just saying, we live within walking distance of the place.
so
Great
married
message,
now.
Bob. I'd like to get your thoughts on wall studs. I'm sure you're reasonable in that regard as well.
He says the same shit too. I'm like, not where I want the picture. I don't want it in the stud. It has to go here. He's given up on that.
Yes,
That
I
part.
will watch Leave the World Behind, as Fishman said, and you will finish Leave the World Behind, as Dana Lane has recommended.
All right.
And yes.
Deal. So I almost got scammed today.
Right. I thought we were going to lead with that.
There was so much to talk about.
You threw me off.
I'm sorry. There was so much going on. But that's the title of the show. Please blow up this scammer's phone. What does that say? What happened to our title? I put the number there. Listen, people.
Ruben, did you back out on scamming
What
the
happened to the
scammer?
phone number? Listen, little effers, I want you to write this number down, and I want you to call it. The number is 512-710-7517. I'll say it again. Go get a pen. But this is what happened. So I recently got a new laptop, and I had to, set up all my emails again, all this different stuff. I changed some settings in there. Just was doing all the things.
Like display settings or like security settings?
I didn't change my password, nothing like that. I didn't change like the phone number for the 2-step verification, anything like that.
Okay.
I changed like stupid settings in there.
Okay. You
But-
were having fun with the new device,
Correct.
navigating through it.
Coincidentally, I get a call today, an automated call from Hotmail saying that reads my email address and says, we received your request to update your account and change the phone number. If you did not make this change, please press 1. And, I'm in the car now, I'm driving, and I'm like, oh, wait, I've, changed a lot of things. I don't think I changed my phone number. Oh, shit, did I change the phone number?
Mm-hmm.
So I hit 1, and then this automated thing comes on, and it says, please enter the 6-digit verification code that we just text you. So now I'm like, all right, well, I know better than to give that verification code to anybody. You never give that code out. So I'm like, oh.
To an automatic message, you're saying?
To anybody. If a person calls you and was like, what's the code that we just sent you? You would never do that.
Then what's the purpose of having the code?
Because it'll usually come up on your device and you enter it in your device.
Yeah, but people from the bank, if I'm on the phone with the people from the bank, they send me the code while I'm on the phone. Yeah, I just did
They
it.
always say never give that out.
Some.
I hang up on. I think everything's a scam.
So is there a chance that we're just asking people to call this person this is a definite scam?
This is a definite
Okay,
scam.
'cause you I'm like, all right, wait a minute.
No, it's a definite scam because at that point I realized this is not, this isn't good. They're scamming me here. They have my email address and they want to change my password, but they need that 6-digit code that gets text to my
I
device.
get it, Trace, but sometimes the company themselves, you're live, my bank, I'm on the phone with them and they're like, they ask me my address, the regular rigmarole you go through, and then they're like, we're going to send you a thing, and I'm bad with numbers, so I have to quickly look at it in the preview screen of my phone. I'm like, 333, 742. So I'm always giving the 6 numbers. Are you going to refuse it to the bank?
Yes, I'm going to refuse that. Everything's a scam. There's so many scams out there, and they're getting more and more elaborate. But at this point, I realized it was a scam, so I hung up, and I was like, well, maybe it's not. So I called the number back. No answer. I'm like, all right, definitely a scam. I let it go. 2 hours later, I get a call from so-and-so from Hotmail, and, oh, I see that you requested a live call rather than the automated system. Can you confirm that you updated this phone number in your Hotmail account?
But it's a person now.
It's a person
Okay.
now. He has my email address. He knows my phone number, and then tells me what the phone number was changed to, and that they're based out of Burbank, California. Are you sure you're not affiliated with that number at all in any way? No, sir, I'm not. Okay, well, let me flag this. He's like, okay, I'm going to flag this as fraud. Now, I'm going to send you a 6-digit code. Read me that code. No, I'm not reading you the code, because at that point, he can steal my whole identity.
But he didn't send the code.
I got a code. He's in my email trying to actively reset my password. So.
But they sent you the fraudulent message in the first place.
Correct.
That was suspect to you.
Correct.
Okay. I see
Would you
why
have given them your number, the 6-digit code?
I would not still have a Hotmail account. How does that happen? You're you got me wondering. You got me wondering. I'm like, whatever happened?
How old are you?
No, I had one, but didn't they force you to update it to Outlook or something? Didn't they they made me make it Outlook.
You got scammed, bro.
I got
you got scammed.
They're looking and they're like, these people that still have Hotmail accounts are resistors. We must scam them for everything. I didn't want to, but okay.
That was funny.
So the whole time it's in my head.
Fascinated about Hotmail.
Hotmail, who knows? Maybe people can manipulate Hotmail easier now.
I think that's what every time I talk to somebody, they have an AOL account.
Much respect to you people. The loyalty of you guys. Really, the AOL people. Fishman's an AOLer. Sorry, Fishman. I had to tell him.
Gotta love the AOLers.
At
least I'm later than, AOL.
Yes. AOL are like ride or die people. They want people forever.
OGs.
They really are. They're just
OGs
like,
of email.
I'm never fucking changing it. You try telling them that Twitter is X now. They'll be like,
no, it's not.
They'll spontaneously
it's
combust on you.
That's so funny. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but there's a scam out there. All I know is do not give out that 6-digit verification code. I don't know who you bank with. Who you bank with?
I can't go talking about bank. You're going to get me scammed over here. It's bad enough some
I know,
fuckface in
don't
Arlington,
say.
Texas
Don't
is
say.
buying shit from GameStop with my credit card. You hear me?
Yeah, I wish we had his
$26 and what are you buying at GameStop for $26 anyway, you loser?
V-Bucks
Yeah,
for
like-
Fortnite.
Oh, the add-ons, right?
Yes.
See, I'm thinking like games, like normal and all. Yes, digital buys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
easy.
things like where there's an honest trailer for the Mortal Kombat game, and they're like, and if you suck enough at the game and at life, you can buy virtual tokens to get more XP points.
Yeah.
And it used to be like you played the game, you did good at it, you got something, then you got the enhancements.
Right.
Is that still exist in Fortnite, Trace? Can they, or is it just like you're gonna have to break down and buy some stuff?
I don't know if it's just my kid, but I'm thousands of dollars into probably Fortnite and Roblox and all those.
I mean,
goofy games.
in my house we still game, like we do.
You know what they get him with all the time, like a limited edition this, or like this came out, you can only get this today.
I
That
know what
gets
they're
him
up to.
every time,
Yeah, because
you
I
know?
see some of the skins. They have like Batman or like a football player I like, the limited edition.
They just had Snoop
Cobra
Dogg.
Kai. They had all the
Snoop
Cobra
Dogg
Kai.
just came out on Fortnite.
You're gonna want the Snoop Fortnite guy, right? Yeah, he could see walk
I
across
mean-
your screen for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
So
though.
that's what they get you on these unique, only like purchase things.
Yeah, I mean,
But how does Fortnite make money otherwise, though? I mean, the game's offered for free up front.
is it?
Yes. The initial base game is free, and then but they're gonna have like Series 3. So if you wanna continue and play that one, you're gonna have to get that series. She's like, "Is it? I just know Fortnite's running me."
Okay, I got sucked into this stupid game on my phone. I've been playing this. I've been hiding this for the last month and a half. I've been playing this game, Happy Match Cafe.
And what happens at the Happy Match Cafe?
It's this goofy matching game, but they try to get you. And out of principle, I will not buy the packages or the coins and this that. I won't buy any of the
That's how it
add-ons.
starts.
I'm so proud of myself. A month and a half, and I haven't broken down. It's the ads that pop up.
And they're so loud and
Oh
obnoxious.
my God! But I persevere through it, and I won't break down. I will not buy.
Don't.
The
Okay.
things.
Do you like to play your like? I'm going to give you a case in point because Michelle, I can't play a game on my phone. I must have it on the screen. It has to be a console game. I cannot get into the world of phone games.
I didn't think I could, but here I am.
Yeah, well, they sucked you in. But Michelle likes to do. She don't do games, but she does like the adult coloring thing where you're like painting pictures and everything. And same deal. It's like her wind down thing before she goes to bed. But every now and then I'll be out in the living room and I'll hear her in the bedroom and it just go, "Now 15 spins for free, raw." And I'm like, there's no way she's fucking gonna be able to go to sleep now after that thing. It just
Screaming in her face.
scared the shit out of me out here with the volume low.
Yeah.
So yes, that's where they're pressuring you with the high volume ads.
Yeah. Well, there was a whole class action lawsuit from PlayStation, I guess, against PlayStation, like targeting kids with these ads for these add-ons and.
Yeah, we're PlayStationers, and for years, PlayStation, you could rent a movie right on PlayStation. You could, it's what we would use it a lot for. And they don't have any video or anything like that anymore. It's all strictly game-related stuff. So they must have lost some of that thing to, other companies. So, like, we wouldn't have to get, say, for instance, Amazon, if we didn't have it to watch Fallout. We could just rent the episodes for, like, 99 cents from the PlayStation store. And that was always, like, a good option for us. And they would have live events like the boxing or if people like UFC.
Yep.
And it just evaporated the PlayStation thing. So
now it's a scam with all the streaming services. That's another scam.
you know what kills me? Out of general principle,
What?
we have Amazon.
Uh-huh.
We got HBO Max. We got Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, and
Disney, ESPN.
Disney from Friends. It is like no, just pretty much all of it. And the one thing we watch the most, YouTube. There's no one that should have a YouTube Red commercial-free membership more than ourselves. And I thought about it for Christmas. I thought it would be a good Christmas gift.
Yeah.
But like, how the frick do you get a gift card for YouTube? If somebody knows this, please help me out. It would be a tremendous gift for my household that we would get YouTube Red, because I'll tell you, I experienced it. I did YouTube Red for the first season of Cobra Kai. It was the only way you could watch it. And they really got me, Trace. They gave you that first episode where Johnny is after the All Valley tournament and like where his life is now. There's no fucking way you weren't going to watch the next episode. You had to know that. So I went in on YouTube Red, and it's glorious because you know how much more ads are now.
Yeah.
WTF, by the way, with Tracy and Friends, brought to you ad-free from your friends here at Hamilton Radio.
Yes. Like, what were you? Finish your
I was just saying, out of all, you were saying the streaming service is its own cable scam.
Well,
and I'm
it
saying,
is
like,
a
yeah, the
scam.
one thing we watch the most, because we can never know what to stream,
Yeah.
is YouTube.
All right, so you get a paper towel roll. All right, wrap it up like red, color it red, and then put a letter U on it. What is
Right.
it? YouTube Red. Yeah,
Yes.
YouTube Red. Wrap that up. You're welcome.
No, I don't know how to purchase. I can purchase it for myself. I
What are
must
you
not
asking me?
explain. You can't like buy it for somebody else as a gift. I don't know. Look, Ruben's shaking his head. No. Finish your scammer though. We have to
All right,
retaliate
so
here.
the scammer then calls me at this point and is wanting the my 6-digit code. And I know now, like, really, this is a scam because Hotmail's not calling me. They're going to either text me or email me.
Just
They're not
picturing
gonna...
some Hotmail office in some town,
Exactly.
like a 3-cubicle office
Meanwhile,
somewhere.
it's some loser.
5 people still working at the Hotmail phone line. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, that's hilarious.
Can't help myself. Go ahead.
But, anyway, get this guy's number. I said, sir, I'm not giving you anything. How do you live with yourself scamming people? Like, I tried to take up a little bit of his time because to take time away from
Yes.
scamming somebody else. But I'm just going to call him now every spare moment I get, just to waste his time. So if you guys have any free time and you want to call this scammer, again, the number is 512-710-7517.
And
So
I would like.
let's just blow his phone up.
Yeah.
I want to call him
and-
from a payphone and just
A
mess with him.
payphone?
Wait, am I walking? I got Hotmail and payphones going on.
Jason's like, that
Back to the
eclipse was a
future.
shift of timelines. You're in another timeline.
Real quick, just want to shout out a local author who came and talked to our writing group that has a book very adept, very on par with this. It's Peter Dabene, Dabene, I believe, Rubin, and his book is titled "Scamming the Scammers." And
Reach out to him. Get him on the show. Book him.
I will try to reach out to the
Get him
guy.
on,
He
let's
came
talk.
years ago and talked to our writing group. And I just remember he made a conscious effort of just what you're saying, taking the time, reversing it, and scamming the scammers. And it details all his experiences. He's from the area, also does great comic book work too. So
You said Daphne?
Peter Dabene,
Dabene.
Dabene, I believe.
Get him on. You know who's a great
Title of the book.
artist with trying to scam the scammers? Bob Brannigan is. My
Oh.
husband, he gets these calls all day. You know when you answer one of those calls, you get on some list and they just keep calling you?
Oh, that you'll answer.
He answers. He will have these people going on for so long. Then they curse him out and hang up on him. It's like the funniest thing. It's actually entertaining to watch him.
It is, I just wonder with the time that they waste for this, not waste because it isn't wasteful, it's working for them. I guess, I'd break it down like this. I used to work at a collection agency. An average day, they want you to make 250 to 350 phone calls a day. Out of those 350, you might get 20 contacts. That's where I'm talking to a person. And out of those 20, you might get 5 people to pay. And you need to be there every day and making your many, many phone calls to make your monthly quotas for that. And that's just debt recovery.
Yeah.
So outright scammers who just don't want to work for a living, you didn't go for it, obviously, and many people don't.
Somebody is.
If they're on an automatic...
They're going to get you.
Well, only because I'm on the phone with the bank in that
You're
moment.
like, I don't have Hotmail.
Didn't
Hotmail, what's
didn't
that?
Wait, I liked my Hotmail account. You fuckers
You know-
maybe change it to Outlook. You said you were expiring this.
You know-
How
you know-
did you get around the Hotmail snap?
I don't know.
You know what the best thing I did with a scammer
What?
once? Especially when you get the India ones, right?
What?
They go, they're like, and forgive me one, but I'm just, quoting these scammers here. The guy goes, "Hello, Mr. Rodriguez. Today we have a very special for the Amazon order, and we would like to give you the special." And I go, "Oh, really? Who are you calling from?"
Oh, you give it back.
Give it
to
back.
Yeah.
We have already called, and Austin, Texas is where that phone number comes up. Thank you, Michelle.
Yes.
She's already called.
Oh, Michelle, good.
And,
Did anybody
yes.
answer? That's what I want to know. But
Yeah.
every spare moment I have, I'm going to dedicate to not playing my game, Happy Magic Cafe, but to just harassing this scammer. A little justice in the world. I follow this guy on TikTok, and this is what he does. He calls these scammers. It's great.
And he's made a living out of the scammers
Yes,
himself. How about that?
It's very entertaining. We need to get to WTF. What's the flavor?
I'm hungry.
Flavor of the week.
Do you have time?
I do. We always have time.
I'm positively famished.
Okay. We've got These are things that I got, by the way, at the Trenton Punk Rock Flea Market. Can we talk about that?
What the Flavor Punk Rock Flea Market Edition.
Yes. Okay, so
Extended bonus coverage of What the Flavor.
Allison and I and our friend Julie came to see you at the Trenton Punk Rock Flea Market. Who knew? I've never been there. It was my first time. It was amazing. Great job. We ate our way through there. I got so many guests lined up for What's the Flavor. What are we gonna do?
I'm just wondering what's in this bag of tricks here.
Do you like beef jerky?
I can chew on the jerky.
Okay.
How tough is this
I don't
jerky?
know. I don't know.
Michelle made some lovely crispy BLTs yesterday, and one of them were a little too crisp for my dead tooth.
Oh no.
I'll chew on the left side.
That's another scam, dental insurance.
You were
That's
just
gonna be.
talking-
This is gonna be, I think, the topic, the question of the week.
that? Oh, look.
Verify. Everybody wants you to
TikTok Live's
verify
asking
shit.
Tracy to verify. We're going to have to succumb.
Verify my ass. I'm so sick of this.
She doesn't want to verify the picture.
I'm sick of this.
What do we have here?
These are just two of the delicious treats we've got. Righteous Fellow Craft Jerky. We have Bootleg and Barbecue and Soul Survivor, which is like a Korean barbecue flavor. So check that out. I don't know.
Made in America. Always
We
nice.
have our Secret Ghost Bakehouse. This is a
Okay.
cornbread cookie. Now, I hate cornbread,
Let's see what you
but
got here.
it said cookie, so it must
do
be
you
good.
dislike cornbread because you'd prefer a biscuit in its place?
No, I think both are so incredibly dry.
You don't like biscuits?
I'm such a hater.
I'm a biscuit lover.
hater.
You like
I love
bagels.
biscuits.
Biscuits.
Biscuits over bagels every time.
What's
I
the
love
other?
biscuits.
Biscuits, cornbread, and scones. Like you
Oh,
can
I love
choke
cornbread.
to death on them. They're so
Oh,
damn
thick.
dry.
Them fucking scones are dry.
Dry as hell.
You
Who's
gotta
eating
aren't you supposed to
scones?
dip the scone in like black
Who's
coffee?
eating a
I think so.
scone? Like I don't know.
I think it's
They're
supposed to be
just
coffee.
not.
Yeah, Ruben says
edible.
you're supposed to dip the scone.
Dip it, the stone.
You know,
Cornbread and
that's what Larry
and
David,
biscuits.
that's what Larry David started his rivalry with Mocha Joe over. He told him his table was wobbly, his coffee was cold, and his scones were fucking dry.
Always
He banned
dry.
him for life. All right, so they've been making this stuff since 1997.
Okay.
Great.
These three guys went in. It's a long story on the back, but it's made in America, and it's from the Conservation Alliance.
Trying to line them up to have them come on, and they can tell us all
Well,
about it.
we-
I got
well,
another
you
flavor
have-
that's really good.
Your proceeds will be donated to the Conservation Alliance to help protect North American wild places. So that's a very good cause for Righteous
Okay.
Felon. Okay. Righteous Felon Craft Jerky. So for the barbecue,
Righteous Felon.
we got a felonious cow with the horns. Looks a little bit like the Chicago Bear. That's incredible. You've got some good finds
We
here. I
did,
want to
and
get
you
into
know
this.
what? Peanut butter. They had.
You
I
told
can't
me.
wait to try these peanut butters. They were unreal. But I want to do it when Jen and Allie are here because I know they
Okay.
love peanut butter too.
Okay.
So we'll have a big peanut butter party that day. But all these like amazing flavors of peanut butter, like pistachio peanut butter. I love pistachio. That was amazing. They had like a jalapeno one. I mean, really creative stuff. You're gonna try them
Pistachio
all.
peanut
Yeah.
butters, yes.
Yeah, you're gonna try them.
I like
Peanut
peanut butter. All right, how are we going to go about it? You want to start?
Tear into it. Let's
Yes.
go. You open that one.
I
I'll
am
open this
starting
one.
with beef jerky, Soul Survivor, Korean barbecue inspired. And we got stash with the sesame splash. Let's
just gonna show it in
cleanse
the
that
camera.
jerky palate of mine.
Just let everybody know
Bootleg
I'm a
barbecue.
vegetarian, so I can't eat meat.
Yes.
Smells good.
Ruben will just be
All right.
Yep.
in.
Bootleg
But-
barbecue.
Bootleg barbecue.
That-
We
Here
got
we
some.
are, Righteous Felon
We
Craft
got
Jerky.
bootleg
beef jerky
barbecue
sauce.
right here. Righteous
Mm.
Felon.
I'm going to say right from the rip, these are good, ample pieces of jerky. Nobody wants stringy jerky.
Righteous Felon.
Or
When you-
jerky crumbs.
Nobody wants your crumbs of jerky. You have a nice, ample piece of jerky here. And then this is what's good. So I already like the texture and the size of the jerky.
Okay.
The bootleg and barbecue is good. A little heat to
Bootleg
it.
barbecue.
A little heat to it. It's good.
You got heat on it?
Okay.
I like it.
Not too tough of a chew, but sturdy.
All right, that's good. That's a 9 out of 10.
Okay. 9 out of 10. Okay.
Do this one. I have to do this.
Oh, it smells really good. See, like sesame seeds in there. You can smell the sesame in it.
Let me see. And what's this one? Oh, was that one there?
This is Soul Survivor, as in Seoul,
Soul
Korea.
Survivor.
Like a Korean barbecue.
Okay.
I enjoy the
And this one's
the
Soul
bootleg and
Survivor?
barbecue much better. This
Right
is
here?
Good
Soul
barbecue
Survivor,
flavor in it.
Righteous
The sesame
Felon.
was sweet a little.
Soul Survivor.
I don't know. They're both good. I like them both.
Okay. I can smell the spices in it.
You know,
From here.
I stopped at CVS to get like trail mix and shit. So
Oh, yeah.
so I don't fall out. And something told me, don't fuck with the jerky. I had no idea you had good jerky from the Trenton Punk Rock Flea Market. Very, very good. Both jerkies. I enjoyed the bootleg and barbecue over it. It's
I don't know. They're both good. I'm going to give them both 9. They're delicious. And we'll
Okay.
get the Righteous Felons on here.
here's the entire lineup of
Righteous
flavors. You got Truffalo Bill, the OG Hickory. I'd like to get into that OG Hickory. The Teriyaki Balboa. Great names for these. Darth Garlic. Habanero Escobar. So these are all righteous felons of the jerky.
I had the
flavors.
habanero there. That's delicious.
And these are created from Chester County, Pennsylvania. The gang was moving 10 kilos a week. I don't know if we're talking about jerkies yet, but it's a great story on the back here, and wonderful jerky. Good. I mean, it's not too salty like sometimes it could overwhelm with salt. And I think we are in agreement for once. I will 9, you're 9.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
Jerky, cheers.
Are you leaving a message for the scammer? Amazing. Go, Ruben. But so many other
We have Ruben,
gems.
super producer Ruben Rodriguez, calling the scammer on set right now.
We're going to talk about the Trenton Punk Rock Flea Market, though, again, when Allie's here. We're going to tell you, like, what a great time we have.
Are we gonna half that cookie? Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Let's get into
What do you
it.
got there? Is this from the same vendor?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we hit every vendor. There was peanut butter, popcorn, that's my favorite. There was, like, liquor-infused
Your
desserts.
girlfriend was throwing down that popcorn.
It was
She was giving
so
it. She was
good.
giving it the M&M
didn't cut
candy
me.
wrapper tilt. I was
Well,
like,
we
"Are
were-
you hungry?"
We were. When I say we ate our way through there, like just little samples. Like we were hungry. We were there for quite some time. All right, this is the Secret Ghost Bakehouse.
There ain't like a Carolina Reaper pepper in this or something,
No.
right?
Goodbye.
Because they talk about ghost peppers.
It smells good. I'm all about the smell. Smells good. You left him a message? Good.
Thank you for calling me, and you called me back, and I called you good. I did this, so sweet, I love you.
It's a cookie with cornbread. It not falsely advertised. It's everything it promises to be. What do you got?
I like it. It's so much better than
Okay.
cornbread because it's not dry.
Let me try
It's good. It's salty, sweet.
that one. I can try.
Ruben can get in on the cornbread cookie.
I can get on
It's
the
salty, sweet, buttery.
Ooh,
Delicious.
That smells good.
And who
And
would have
this,
thought a
and who
cornbread
is the
cookie?
maker on this? We have
Oh, that's salty.
made by Secret Ghost Bakehouse.
Do you like the salt or no?
Still too much salt.
Secret
like
Ghost
it.
Bakehouse out of Union County. Thank you for your cornbread cookie. Delicious to even those who don't like cornbread.
It's good, but maybe for me, because I don't have a high salt diet or anything like that. So it's probably
real
for me.
salty?
For me, it's really salty.
I like it. It's not
It tastes-
really
I tell it's
sweet.
sweet.
You
and
can
it's
see the
salty.
moisture in the center of the cookie.
It's good. It's
That's
And this
good.
cookie, you
delicious.
let's also take into account the jerky's preserved in the nice sealed packs here.
Mm-hmm.
This cookie was purchased 2 weeks ago, right? 2
weeks
Sundays,
ago?
not last
It
Sunday.
was a week ago.
Okay, so
Well,
it's
week and a
maintained
half.
its
Week and a
its
half. We'll
its
see.
texture has maintained.
lie, I
and
got a
it's been
little-
quite good.
I got a little.
Pardon me.
just-
How you gonna be eating jerky and cookies? Two different jerkies. Of course, I have to burp. I get a
Jerky
nerd.
boys.
I gotta- I
You're
gotta
not being a
overbite.
jerk with a jerky treat with a jerk.
I don't need to talk to you, jerky.
Jerky.
That's a classic for you jerky boys people out there.
Delicious. Go get Secret Ghost Bakehouse cookies. I'm sure they're online.
Oh, yeah.
Again, we're going to try to get them on the show because they were so good.
And Righteous Felon from Chester County, PA. All for a good cause for the Conservation Alliance, Delicious Jerky, Soul Survivor, and Bootleg and Barbecue. Thank you for a wonderful What the Flavor. And
Yeah.
thank you, Tracy, for
Thank
bringing in
you.
such wonderful treats.
Thank
I got to admit, I'm a little bit of a hog on this one. Michelle brought delicious chocolates, and they were fudge, and I ate most of them. I couldn't even bring. I
saw
couldn't
that
even
little-
bring them in.
There
Yeah.
was a big display that they had with the fudges, and
She has reached out to them. They are so big in the fudge game that they don't even have to contact people to sell their fudge. Michelle has gotten Drake's Fudge, if anyone knows where they're based out of besides the email address, Michelle would like to purchase more of your wonderful fudge, message or something. Where can we get the fudge?
they had a big
Want the
operation.
WTF fudge.
They had a big
She said they
operation.
were mobbed.
They
Yeah.
were mobbed. We couldn't even get
Yeah.
near there.
Oh, wow.
And the amount of stuff they had, like, I can't imagine how long it took them to get everything in the building set up. Like, it's a lot. And I
It
guess they
was.
do that at all different festivals.
You got to let me give you my WTF moment.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
The night
Yes.
before the okay, here we go. Trenton Punk Rock Flea Market. You have to. It's open. Doors opened at 10. We had to be there like 7:45, no later than 7:45 a.m.
Okay.
on a Sunday. Okay. I'm like, I look at the clock. I'm so, you double check. You think you're going to forget bookmarks. You think you're going to forget postcards or business cards, or you're not going to have your change in the right place. So I'm like quadruple checking everything the night before. By the time I go to get to bed, I only got about 6 hours that I can sleep before I have to be up for this all day
And you were
extravaganza
probably excited too.
and
Like,
the nervous
yeah,
energy,
yeah.
of course. So now it's Saturday into Sunday. It's not like I'm home from work on Friday. So here I go. I get into bed. I got the CPAP machine on, So I'm talking like this, right? There's no talking to happen.
Your
I'm
Darth-
already
your
in
Darth
bed.
Vader machine.
Michelle's like, yeah, try to go to bed and get some sleep. Maybe I'll go and help you and everything. I'm like, the hell you mean maybe? If you were gonna call out, you should have let us know a day in advance. So out of nowhere, I don't know if this was like the eclipse affecting her or the earthquake, comes into the darkened bedroom, hits on the light, and starts going, oh, I meant to tell you. I called New Jersey manufacturers about the car insurance, and they said that they couldn't give us all the discounts, but because we have 2 cars, I said, and I got the mask on, but I'm like, Michelle? She's like, what? I'm telling you about New Jersey. You wanted me to call, and we get the auto discount, and my car has the lane. I said, get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking insane? I'm ready to go shut my eyes, and you're hitting me with car insurance bullshit? The fucking WTF of all. So the next morning, I get up, and I'm making my coffee, getting ready to leave, and I'm smiling, and she goes, What are you smiling about? What's so funny? I was like, I don't know about you, but I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance. Yeah, the guys are, but I was like, what in the hell is wrong with you? Of all the things, usually I get murders before bed. They found that woman in Oklahoma, Jay. They cut her feet off and shoved them in her ears. No, they couldn't fit the feet in the ears. They got her big toe in there and whittled their way in. Oh, that woman, yeah, she threw herself off the interstate. These are my bedtime tales that I get. So usually it's that. So car insurance was just more WTF than anything.
That's car insurance. That's a nightmare.
Yeah,
Car
fuck your
insurance.
car insurance. They were like, oh, premiums are going up across the board. What the fuck? They're still the same cars.
That's your WTF moment for the week.
That is it, yes.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to go through that
You're-
ordeal. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. But we lived through a major earthquake and an eclipse.
We think.
Here we are.
I'm in 2003. It seems
You-
this
you
guy's still got
definitely-
phone books up.
You jumped timelines for sure. On that note, guys, we're wrapping it up. And we can't wrap it up. Ruben just left. He can't even play us out. Oh, Terry's ready? All right.
Thank you,
we'll
as always,
see you
Tracy, for
next
having me.
Wednesday. Have a good night. Have a good week.
Thank you for watching WTF with Tracy and Friends. WTF with Tracy and Friends is brought to you courtesy of Hamilton Radio.
You did get good.
Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And tune back in next Wednesday with another episode of WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday with your clothes on.
Oh, she's like, they were called Blake Shaw. I'm not going to name them if we can't even find them.
What
What's
is it,
the sense?
Blake's?
No,
Because
she's
I did want to
look at
try
this.
some of their stuff too.
fucking lunatic. Blake's chocolates, dark chocolate covered marshmallows with sea salt. Yeah, she fucking ate all them because I don't eat marshmallows.
You can make them yourself.
Bob, it
probably.
was too fucking funny in the YouTube chat. We live right within walking distance.
What am I gonna fucking walk to get gas? What am I gonna walk there with my can? I'm gonna walk there with a
he's
can of
saying
gasoline.
there's no excuse for not getting the fucking gas. Oh man, that was too much. I don't know. When you get a chance, if you could look back, watch me check to see if there's any responses in the chat, and I go, and I look at you, but I don't say that. And then I'm like,
Your eyes
I
lit
gotta
up
tell
like
her
a
this one. This
Christmas
is
tree.
tremendous.
Yep.
You gonna finish this or what? Take half of a half. I'll have too much sugar.
I've been eating.
I'll be all
those
charged
little
up.
Desserts in a jar. Nah, have it.
Wait, what's a little dessert in a jar?
This woman was selling. I bought a medley of
I'm eating
little
it, I'm not gonna argue
desserts in a jar, and they're infused with different liquors. They have alcohol in them, but they're unbelievable. It's just like a little jar, like a pudding or like mousse. There's just all different kinds.
So I have to eat the.
Thank you for watching WTF with Tracy and Friends. WTF with Tracy and Friends is brought to you courtesy of Hamilton Radio. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And tune back in next Wednesday with another episode of WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday with your clothes on.